What is up, guys? My name's Luke from the Legendary Urban Garden, and today we are going to be touring this beautiful farm operation. I've done a couple of garden tours before, but I'm expecting this farm operation to be very similar to my garden, but on a much larger scale, like much larger scale. In fact, that is what makes it so interesting. A little bit of story time here. On Saturday, I went and walked around the little farmer's market. I tried to talk to every single stand, basically. I was trying to find someone that spoke English. I found a few people that spoke English, so then I was communicating with them and trying to see if they would be okay with me coming to visit their farm operation. I found one person that was up for it, and they invited me to come check out their beautiful garden. It's absolutely beautiful here. I can't wait to show you. I mean, they are able to produce in a way where they are able to go to the local farmer's market and sell the food and be able to make a living. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this farm operation. So this farm looks legendary from the outside. At first glance, I am noticing that they have some zucchinis, they have some tomatoes, they have some carrots. I mean, this thing goes on. They have potatoes. I think they even have some melons right here. That looks like a melon flower. The melons usually have like a smaller plant than the squashes, so I believe this is a melon. So it's not a melon exactly like I was thinking, it's a cucumber. So this whole row right here, it's right here, over here, is a cucumber row. I mean, how cool is that? And right here, they have zucchinis. I mean, and these plants look beautiful. That one's pretty big. You can see my hand right there next to it for size comparison. Cucumber next to zucchini. Very interesting and pretty. Another thing that they have here, which is actually quite interesting, is they put plastic row covers on here. This is probably to help keep the weeds down around the plants and also keep the pests down. So very interesting use right here. As you can see, there's two zucchinis right there. So now I'm gonna walk over to the lettuce row. It's basically a pun, lettuce row round. So this right here, this whole thing right here is a lettuce row. They have a few different varieties. Like you can look at it and you'll just see there's different varieties. So right here, they have what looks to be a lighter color lettuce. And over here they have a redder color. And then they have like a bushel lettuce over there. And these are the younger ones, and these are the older ones. And then those are the even older ones. As you can see, a couple of these packs of lettuce have already been chopped, and they probably already sold them at the local farmer's market. So right here we have some chilies. These are beautiful chilies. I mean, look at this. Wow, that's beautiful. I don't see any evidence of topping the chili plants. Well, actually, I might. Right here, there might be evidence of a top because it splits off into two. That may or may not be a topper. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Dude, they have tomatoes. Their row of tomatoes is huge. Wow. I mean, look at this. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tomatoes on that vine. 8. Dude, what are you feeding these plants? And even over here, they have the plastic row covers on the bottom, and the trellising is very interesting. So for one trellis, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 tomato stems right here. And that goes up to one of these teepee style trellises. Very unique. And another thing I noticed is that on some of these tomatoes, they have a top bar going across. Look at this. That's absolutely beautiful. I thought we had a lot of tomatoes growing in our garden, but this is insane. They pick them and then sell them at the local farmer's market. I mean, that's amazing. It seems like they keep these pruned, because if you look at this plant specifically, it seems like it's pruned to follow the trellis until it gets up to here. They're going out. I don't know if that's on purpose or what. And give these guys a little jiggle. This is definitely a variety that does like several on one. I mean, look at that. 7 on this one. I'm gonna go over here and see what we have going on.
Where are you from?
I'm from California.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a garden over there,
Okay.
and I have a lot of fun with it. It's really nice. Like, do you know anything about like what's the general approach here?
They are very interested in how the soil is working, and they are watching what plants going to be growing here and not there. And they are changing the areas. Like they're gonna grow zucchinis here,
Oh yes,
but then
yes.
next
I
time
think
it's
it's
gonna
called a crop rotation in
yeah.
English.
Genevieve, the lady, she's growing the stuff from the seeds, taking good care of it, like it's like their baby. So,
Do they direct plant?
No, like in
Transplants?
Yeah, Pascal. He's working in the field more, taking care of the plantation with the engine.
Kind of sets it up in a way.
Yeah.
I see.
And then they work together during the summer to pick up the vegetables and fruit.
Kind of what they're doing over there right now. How long have you been helping them with this?
I think it's almost 10 years now.
Oh, really?
So basically, I was born here. My parents were friends with them.
Okay.
And when I came back from England, 2010, then I could help her in the market. I have got my own garden.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's more like experimentation.
Yeah.
I'm not like as
Right.
organized.
Yeah.
Like one plant cannot grow by itself. There is many things helping, and there is plants going with other plants. And
do you understand like why they planted certain things where they did?
when they started, they tried things, and then some things were working very well, and some other things not. And so they just kept the thing.
Kind of just where they wanted to grow in a sense.
And like they were doing before eggplants and peppers and stuff, and they stopped. Melons, they always try to reduce and concentrate
on certain varieties.
Like when they started, they had like fields further in the valley and in Ria, so it was everywhere, and so it was a lot of work to go there, pick up the potatoes there, and pick up the beans over there. They try to concentrate and then to reduce, and they have a good production. They can really live with what they have. They found the right
place and the right amount to do. Is this the main one now?
That's the only one. The thing very, very important is they are very well organized. In January, Geneviève is gonna accountants, like everything, administrations, and then in February she's gonna start to plant the seeds. Everything is one time and one place. Very, very organized.
I see. Yeah, it's beautiful. I have some questions about the tomatoes. Maybe we can go over there. One thing I've never really seen before is that this style of trellising, where you have 4 plants going up.
Pascal told me once that it's not the best way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
If you have your own garden, you wouldn't do that, because the plants in the middle will lose the light, so it's going to grow just on the side.
So this style doesn't produce the most, but it's easier to harvest.
Yeah, and it's stable, so when you have big wind and everything, it's going to move.
That makes a lot of sense now. How often do they harvest the tomatoes?
So they have 3 markets a week, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They will pick up the day before. But the only thing they are picking up every day is the zucchinis.
Are there any pests here?
Yeah, we've got on tomatoes and potatoes, the disease, it's the same one, called mildew.
Fungus, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. He's going to treat with the copper.
Copper fungicide.
Sometimes they have problems with deers. They jump and they like inside the salad. But now they have the big fence. He's saying that that's a way of growing the tomatoes, which is used here like traditionally. I would say even like in south of France.
So that's kind of unique to the Catalan area of France,
maybe? Not unique, but we see that
a lot around here. What got them into this?
C'est par amour, by love. They didn't want to be like consumers and be part of this
of that consumer system.
Yeah. So they wanted something with meaning.
So how long have they been doing this for?
Combien de temps? C'est ça, 41? 41 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
They are stopping next year. And then it's a friend of their son and me who's going to
take over the farm.
They are coming in December, and they're going to start
the transitioning process.
But they're going to have like a big garden for themselves.
Oh, very nice. I was looking at this, it's so long.
Between 55 and 60 meters. At one point decided to like not work during winter, because they were like working the whole year, and I don't know, they had like 3 weeks of holiday, and then they said no, now it's over. Before they had onions and to sell during the winter. It was much bigger. Now this is just to go till autumn. For onions, you don't see them, but they are like really big.
Oh, really? I think I see one over there.
Yeah, this one is like grew up.
Yeah.
Not in the ground. I don't know why. But then, you know, the other ones,
they usually stay in the ground. And I'm guessing they get even bigger since they still have a month to go, or a few weeks.
It can be like this.
No way. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I'm going to have to plant some onions.
They started just with strawberries and French beans. Soil was very good, but picking up strawberries is as difficult as picking up the beans. When the strawberries are ready, it's always
thunderstorms in the rainy season.
So it's very difficult. Like you can lose everything one day.
They have better success with the beans than the rest of the plants.
And so they started to change and to have more simple plants. So here is the pumpkin field. They have 3 types.
I think I see one over there.
That might be the Muscat de Provence, which is big one.
How big?
It's like big like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's probably butternut. And the other one is Muscat de Provence, butternut, et potimarron.
I think I see one right here.
Oh, you got the big one, Muscat.
Oh, yeah.
And it's green now, but then it's gonna be like orange, brownish. I don't know if it's like in lines or...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
How they planted it?
Yeah.
I see a small one here. With a flower.
Yeah, that's the potimarron. And it's going to be like orange. Nice.
I think I see one over here too. That one's pretty dark. And this is really tall. It's like a meter tall. One thing I wanted to ask was about the plastic row covers. What's the purpose with that?
For the grass not to grow when the season is over. Like
They take it off?
Yeah.
Have they ever heard of mulch?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they don't use it because it's just a big area.
They don't like put plastic. They say that if they were using mulch, need a big amount. Too much work, like to get and to
put it out.
In order to save water, they are using like a drop by drop. So that's the one like this. So you have this one for the onions. It's under the plastic.
Oh, really? Okay.
And for the beans, at first, like when it's small, they use the dripping system. But then when it's growing up and there is the flowers, they pour the water into
the little canals, basically.
Yeah, and then they wait until it's all filled. This is a system which is using a lot of water.
So that's why the drip system has its benefit.
So there is an old system going into the river, but it's going like very far, so it could have more pressure.
So it comes up from higher than I see. Something else I just thought of, like, why did they choose this property?
In fact, it's like many properties here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of
the parcels?
Yeah, that's theirs, but then some of them they are renting. Like this part is from someone, here is someone else, and it's like cut in many pieces.
I see.
So like a long time ago, maybe 40 years ago, it was like everyone, each owner was doing his things in his own
I see. Yeah. But now they manage the whole thing basically.
Yeah. And so the fact that there is a fence is just to protect from animals.
I see.
But it doesn't mean that
it's not the property line.
No.
I see.
So they managed to have like all the parcels, like as I said before, like.
Oh, so instead of having 3 over there, they have 3 here basically. They're all together. Very nice. Yeah. Do you think they would be okay with me picking one of these green beans?
Take small ones.
These are sweet.
Sont très bons.
Très bon. Merci beaucoup.
They are selling a lot of beans. That's probably because they are good. Johanna says that we should not eat too much raw beans.
Oh, really?
Because there is like something, maybe your stomach will hurt. But I don't know.
1 or 2 is probably okay.
Yeah. And still, when I'm picking some, just very too good.
Yeah, they are. They're so sweet. I'm always surprised by the taste of green beans.
You see the boxes there?
Yeah.
When they arrive on the market, it's like 10 of them.
Wow. And then when they leave, they're probably empty.
There is nothing. Like at 10 o'clock in the morning, you don't have any more beans, no more cucumber, no more salad.
Wow. The early people get the best stuff.
When I leave, there is tomatoes and zucchinis.
And that's
left.
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything else is gone. They have like customers coming from 40 years.
Really?
Yeah, when they started, they were selling the beans, and the people are still coming now.
They still want the beans?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
They've got 3 kids, and they never wanted them to take
over.
I see. They always said that's our story, and yeah, it's a love story.
Okay, so I forgot to film an outro to the video, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and I want to say a special thank you to Johanna. She helped me so much with this video, and I couldn't have done it without her. So thank you very much, Johanna, and I will see you guys in the next one.